Miller is angry.
You invaded the country. We went into
the
the country and we seized the leader of Venezuela.
Damn straight we did.
And I'm saying,
we're not going to let.
so is the U.S. going to have new elections?
Is that we're not going to let Tim Pot communist dictators send rapists into our country, send drugs into our country, send weapons into our country.
The left is uncomfortable exercising American power. It's as simple as that. They're ashamed we're a superpower. So when we throw our weight around, they feel bad about it, even though we're helping them. They're now arguing that Venezuela has the right to send us drugs, gangs, steal our oil, sell it to China. But if we do something about them, we're the bad guys. A communist-backed dictator who's been accused of crimes against humanity, we arrest him, and the Democrats say, we're breaking the law. Well, what's the point of being a superpower if we can't exercise any power in our own neighborhood? How about a little gratitude? Trump's taken out al-Baghdadi, Soleimani, the Iranian nuke program, and now dictator Maduro. And every single time, look it up, the left's against it. They say Trump is putting us in danger. Every time. That's what they say. How? By taking out bad guys? Soon they're going to be calling Maduro a Venezuelan dad. Biden had a $25 million bounty on Maduro's head. How'd the Democrats think we were going to go nab him? Maduro's going to turn himself in? Okay, gringos, you got me. I give up. Democrats literally campaigned in the last election exclusively on dictators are bad. That's all we heard, the D word. Defending democracy against dictatorship. So a real dictator lost the election, stayed in power, locked up his opponents. Trump puts that guy in handcuffs, and Democrats say he, went about it the wrong way. They put Trump in handcuffs, claiming he tried to steal an election. Well, Maduro actually did it. And this explains the liberal mindset perfectly. Maduro has just as much of a right to arrest Trump as Trump has the right to arrest him. America should not put America first, should not use our power for good, and should take no responsibility for defending its interests. Even when other countries are attacking us with drugs and gangs and colluding with our enemies, we just have to sit back and take it. What do liberals want to use American power for? Sex changes in Guatemala? Check. $20 million for Sesame Street in Iraq? Yeah. They don't want to defend our borders, only borders thousands of miles away. They don't even want to defend our money. They bring in migrants and let them steal it. Even when we blow the whistle, whoop, whoop, the Somalis are stealing our money. They still don't stop it. Gay marriage is illegal in Venezuela. Is that going to change Crockett's mind?
Welcome back, guys. I want to talk plain about something big that just happened. Something that shocked the world. And something that a lot of people didn't expect. The United States military just captured Nicolas Maduro, the leader of Venezuela. He was taken from his home and brought here to the United States to face charges in our courts. Many people in the US are saying this is one of the biggest and boldest moves in years. Some folks on the left are upset. They say this was wrong. They say it was illegal, and they say America should not be doing things like this. But what I want to say is this: a lot of Americans, regular people, did not see this coming. They never thought the US would do something this big. And now that is happened. Their whole view of what America should do in the world might be changing. Let's break it down in clear, simple terms. First, Maduro was the leader of Venezuela for many years. He ran a government that was corrupt and violent. Many people in the world and in the United States accused him of running drug trafficking networks and helping violent gangs. The US government has been trying for years to bring him to justice. We even offered a $50 million reward for information leading to his arrest. President Trump and top US officials worked for a long time to build the case against Maduro. Then, in a surprise military operation, special forces captured him. He is now in New York, where he has appeared in court and pleaded not guilty to drug trafficking and other charges. Now, a lot of people on the left reacted to this with shock. They said America had no right to send troops into another country and take a leader. They said this breaks international law and it's like kidnapping a president. They are also worried about the political fallout and what it means for the world. But many Americans, ordinary people, not politicians, think differently. They see it this way. They think Maduro brought drugs into the United States, drugs that hurt families and destroyed lives. They think he ran a violent regime that killed people in his own country and sent crime across borders. They think the US has a right, even a duty, to protect its own people and stand up to leaders who hurt others. That is the way most everyday Americans see it. A big part of this reaction is about American power. The left often say that America should not be a global policeman. They say the United States should not use military strength to change other countries or capture leaders. But many Americans disagree. They believe that when a foreign leader hurts American citizens and supports criminal networks, the US should act. They believe it is not shameful to be a strong country, it is necessary. And this message is connecting with many people. During the discussion on TV, Jess Waiters pointed out that in past years, the left actually opposed key actions like taking out dangerous terrorists. He mentioned the killing of ISIS leader al-Baghdadi and the strike on Iranian general Qasem Soleimani. He said the left called those actions dangerous and claimed they put Americans at risk. And now, with the capture of Maduro, the left is again saying America should not use its power. Waiters argues that the United States should not be ashamed of its power or afraid to use it when necessary. He said America has the right to go after leaders who send drugs, guns, and violence into our country. A lot of people agree with that. Another part of the reaction is about oil. Venezuela has some of the largest oil reserves in the world. The US government says that interim authorities in Venezuela has agreed to give between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil to the United States. This oil can be sold at market price and help both countries economically. This matters because energy security is a big issue for Americans. With more Venezuelan oil, the United States would have more leverage with global powers like Russia. It could also mean less reliance on Canadian oil and stronger bargaining power in trade talks. Some Americans see this as common sense. If the US has an opportunity to improve its energy situation, it should take it. Some critics call this imperialism, meaning a big country taking control of another. But many people see it differently. They see it as defending US interests. They see it as making America more secure, more independent, and more powerful in a dangerous world. Another piece of this story is about migration. Venezuela's economy has been in crisis for years. Many people have left the country looking for better opportunities. Some Americans think that if the economy in Venezuela can be revived, especially through oil revenue, then fewer people will want to leave and try to come to the United States. That could help reduce immigration pressure. There is also talk about diplomatic cooperation inside Venezuela. Some top leaders in Maduro's government, including his vice president Delcy Rodriguez, were reported to be secretly working with the US to prepare for a future without Maduro. This suggests that not everyone in Venezuela's regime was united behind Maduro. Now, let's talk about the reaction of the global community. Countries like Russia and China strongly condemned the US action, calling it a violation of international law, a threat of sovereignty. They support Venezuela and demand Maduro's release. Some other nations called for a peaceful democratic transition in Venezuela and spoke against the violation nature of the raid. This international pushback shows that the US operation, while popular with some Americans, is very controversial around the world. The Guardian, this entire situation is creating a new chapter in the US foreign policy. Many Americans see this as a moment when the United States stood up for itself and used its power effectively. They see a country that is not afraid to act when it needs to. And this is why many people say they didn't see this coming, because few expected America to act so boldly. For everyday Americans, this movement connects with something deep, a belief in strength, justice, and protection of their own people. They want a country that defends its borders, defends its interests, and does not back down from threats. They want leaders who are willing to use power when it matters. So, if you are talking about this topic in simple, clear words, here's what Americans are thinking. They are surprised by the boldness of this move. They are proud to see American power used in a way they believe protects US security. They believe a dangerous leader like Maduro should face justice. They believe the world is safer when bad actors are held accountable. And they believe that using power wisely and strongly is not shameful, it's necessary. In the end, this movement could be a turning point for how many Americans see foreign policy and Americans' rule in the world. And that's my honest take on the situation in plain, clear language, simple that everyone can understand. So, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more important stories. And I will see you in the next video.